What are the 7 ways a legacy mentor, I sometimes call legacent, can be of help in living legacy life, writing legacy stories? What this is a reflective piece, and maybe one of them is something you would like me to dive into a little bit deeper, or you may have comments you want to put in the comments section below. Either way, let's work together and let's advance the legacy mentor for those who want to age confidently, living their legacy life. So the first way is a legacy mentor reflects your why back to you. This is an important question you have to ask yourself. And that seems to be a little bit, I'm pushing that. I guess I am, because why am I living a legacy life? Why am I wanting to get involved with legacy? What is that story from within? And the legacy and mentor interactions can listen to it, ask questions of you. So you can ask questions of the mentor and tap into both of your wisdoms and form a wisdom of what it means to be able to live this legacy life. A legacy mentor holds a safe space for unfolding, not performing. This is what, in my younger years as a mentor, I sometimes got caught up in looking at performance. And then I realized that was more about coaching. And so with mentoring, I was holding the space for the mentee to unfold what it was that they were looking at learning, for knowing, for doing. And when I caught on to that, then the conversations became reciprocal and holistic and so much fun. And there was laughter along the way, and a lot of really weird and wonderful ideas came to the foreground. But it was because I held that safe space where there was felt safety for the mentee and for myself as well. So a legacy mentor guides you with legacy frameworks. Now, a framework with steps is sort of the way that you can manage your legacy contribution projects and stories. So it's a starting point. But where I would get to as a legacy mentor is helping you figure out what's your map and your actions. They're slightly different. There is a little bit of rigidity around the frameworks and models, and it opens up with the maps and actions. So, in a sense, both are of value, but you got to start somewhere, and usually a mentor will help with the frameworks and the steps. And then through the conversations and that reciprocal, holistic conversations that unfold, is that you start to see that the mentee is creating the maps and the actions that go with that. A legacy mentor witnesses you becoming with no need to fix it. Those conversations sometimes can get a little deep, and they can be very, whoa, hadn't thought of it from that perspective. And sometimes you go, whoa, I don't know if I really wanted to know that. So it's really the conversations. I look at it this way: the legacy conversations with your legacy mentor are conversations about conservation. What is it you want to conserve? Where is it you don't want to waste your time, effort, and money? And mentoring allows you the conversations to find that conservation of living your legacy life. And therefore, you as a mentee are going to witness that becoming, and as a mentor, you're going to see it. And as a mentor, you're not trying to fix it, because sometimes there's stub the toe and might even a slight sprain of the ankle, a little scuff of the knee with a fall. But you're there and you're helping the person to continue to move forward. A legacy mentor helps reconnect you with your living legacy. There are times when you're moving along living this legacy life and you're going, oh, do I really want to do this? And as a legacy mentor, they can help you find that certainty again, that gratitude, inspiration, enthusiasm, presence for moving forward. Because hey, life creeps in, and you're aging confidently, and things are happening all around you, and you find yourself in looking at it and feeling from the inside out, and you're going, hmm, Do I want to keep doing this? And the legacy mentor is there to help you with your decisions to answer your questions. So they reconnect you with living your legacy life. And a legacy mentor encourages gentle structure without limiting your soul voice. This is one that I really lean into from a felt safety point of view. Is sometimes when we're aging and we're looking to age confidently, there are people saying things to us that you just don't want to hear. And people maybe belittling you or using derogatory terms or suggesting you can't do stuff. And I just, well, no. What we do is we find a way in which to share our soul, what it is, that multisensory way of being for the world with the planet from the whole. We may not be moving as quickly, we may not be walking as far, we may not be sharp right in the first thing in the morning, but we're there. There is a soul here that is still expressing itself, and not to have that taken away. And with a legacy mentor, they're there to encourage, how do you keep expressing that soul voice that you have, that position, that mastery that comes with that? How are you going to bring that forward and be the author of your life? And then a legacy mentor celebrates your creative courage, even when it's quiet. So the creative courage is there, the cultural creatives. There are things that you want to do, and sometimes they're a little bigger than you thought. Sometimes they may be a little smaller, and you're going, I got to up this. Sometimes they're so big. Oh, I got to bring that back a little bit. That being in creative process. Oh, I so enjoy that in conversations, and especially in the walk and talks. And I find myself sharing a lot more about what's going on, using nature as muse and metaphor, living systems educator, self care companion, inspiration for every breath. The creative process is there waiting for you on your walks with nature. But also, there are times when you find yourself in living your legacy life, it's quiet, especially like writing stories, your legacy story, when you find that it's quiet. And the legacy mentor can be there, even in the quiet, and help you find what it is that you may need to express. And it may be because of 1 through 6 and bringing one of those to life, two of those to life, three, four, five, six to life with you, not for you, with you, and to bring it forward in such a way that both of you can enjoy it, but certainly you with your legacy mentor, figuring out what it means to be aging confident, living your legacy life, that extraordinary life that you want to live. As to who and where your legacy mentor is, you can tap into friends, colleagues, peers, but there's also those who advertise legacy services. You can look around. I've noticed a little bit more around the use of the word legacy mentor. Great. You might go mentor. Great. There may be other terms you're looking at and seeing someone who's done something and reach out to them. Great. And then there's those you listen to through YouTube. Hi. Who could become your legacy mentor? There are persons that are going to show up in your life and you're going to go, hang on a minute. Maybe I could ask you, even if it's a short time, could be a legacy mentor with me because I want to explore these 7 ways. And maybe one of those ways would work with someone and opens up that how do I age confidently, gracefully, naturally, and live my extraordinary legacy life. Give it a go. Those persons are there if you just acknowledge, hey, a legacy mentor would be someone who could really help me as I walk my unique journey and adventure together. What you're seeing now popping up, having gone through the presentation, are videos that I would encourage you to go to next. And you'll find that what they'll do is they'll up your insights into living this legacy life. In particular, the playlist prompt, because I shoot these shorts anywhere from 50 seconds to a couple of minutes. And again, they're almost like daily prompts. And you can use those with your journal to shape and share your legacy stories, to live your story, to be in your legacy story living. Best wishes with it, and take care.